All right, my dears, today we are going to use all the things. So if you have all these things, great. There's a foam roller, yoga tune-up balls, and a strap that we'll use. I just have this blanket here in case I'm cold, but you don't have to have a blanket. If you don't have a strap, another thing that works well is a bathrobe tie. If you don't have yoga tune-up balls, you might have a tennis ball. If you don't have the foam roller, you can always, they're worth getting, I'll say that right away, because they're really useful in myofascial release. But if you don't have one, what else could we use? I mean, you can do some of the things just by rolling up a pillow, not necessarily the myofascial release, but certainly the stabilization that we do for the core. So yeah, if you're watching this from home and you have all these things, great. If you don't, we're just going to make do with what we do have. So we'll come on to our backs and we'll have everything handy. Yeah. The first thing that we'll do is get the foam roller, lay down on the foam roller. And already, if you're anything like me, you might be making some noise. And we'll lift our butt just a little bit and roll up and down. So basically, we're targeting the tops of the shoulders to the mid back, not quite in the low back. And you can lift your butt a lot or a little, pushing and pulling, allowing that roll. Just notice here at the beginning of class how tender it might be to roll. That's definitely true for me. I feel more kind of stiffness, tightness, and tenderness at the beginning of class. And then we'll have the roller come where it's just about the bottoms of the shoulder blades. We'll curl up, draw the belly in, and then very slowly, slow, come back down, and you might have a little stretch. Your head might not touch the ground, certainly, but it's going toward it. And then draw the belly in and curl up. And then slowly back down and maybe even further than level. So you feel a stretch in your abdominal muscles. And then draw the belly in, curl up. Slowly back down. So this is twofold. We get a little bit of abdominal work, yeah, as we curl up, and drawing the belly in. But moreover, as we start to slowly go back down, the foam roller is able to go into those muscles a little bit more in the mid back. One more time, curl up. And slowly lower back down. And then we'll lift the hips a little, push and pull on the feet, and allow ourselves to roll up and down as slowly as possible. And then as we come down, we'll move this foam roller lengthwise. So you want your head on the foam roller, your head on the foam roller. And here, your butt is likely on the floor, and the foam roller might run from your head all the way down to the low back. And then we'll begin to reach our arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, let your arms go overhead. Maybe the back of your fingertips touch the floor. Stay for an inhale. Draw your ribs and belly in and slowly bring your hands all the way back up and down by your sides, by your hips. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale all the way down, drawing the belly in. You might notice a little tendency to sway side to side. Keep drawing the belly in to stabilize. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down by the sides. Inhale up. All the way down by the sides. This next one, we're going to lift our hips. Inhale up. Keep the hips up, arms come down by the sides. Inhale up, hips stay up. Arms come down by the sides. Keeping those hips up, notice how maybe it's more wiggly. Inhale, arms up, keep the belly strong. Exhale, arms down by the sides. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, arms down by the sides. Put your butt down. We'll roll off and get our strap or bathroom robe tie and put our right foot in the strap. The strap might be on the ball of the foot. And here, we're flexing through that heel. You might notice, like for me, usually the pinky toe edge side of my foot doesn't flex quite as much, so I might pull a little bit more on the strap on that side. And then bend the knee and draw it in toward the belly or chest. And then exhale, straighten and push through the heel. So we'll do that 3 more times. Bend the knee, draw it in toward the chest. Exhale, straighten the leg, push through the heel. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Last one, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, and we'll pause here. And we'll hold on to that strap, kind of choke up toward the foot, and then your left arm might go through the loop, and we'll take the leg slightly to the right and flex through the heel. So we don't want to go all the way down and have that left hip come up. We keep the left hip grounded, let the right leg go as far as it will with the left hip still on the floor. Left knee can be bent or the leg could be straight. At the beginning of practice, I like to keep the knee bent. A couple more breaths here. And then my dears will come back to center and we'll go slightly to the left. So you might have your right hand through the loop for stability and kind of choke up on the strap here toward the foot with your left hand. And you know, your toes are about in line with your shoulders, so it's not very far over to the left, but maybe you feel the calf as you flex through the heel, or the hamstring, or even the outer thigh, starting to get a little bit of that. Notice your breath here. And then we'll go a little bit more to the left. And so this is where looping the strap can be very stabilizing. Having the arms through the loop just helps to hold the leg. Because we're not going to go all the way over now. We might later. But right now we're just trying to find where that calf, hamstring, outer hip, outer thigh, IT band is feeling all of that, and just a little bit farther, a little bit farther. And then we'll come back to center, release that side, and put the left foot in the strap. And then again, kind of check out this side. You have to pull down a little bit more on the pinky toe edge side like me. We'll bend that left knee, draw in toward the belly, and then straighten the leg and flex through the heel. 3 more times, bend the knee, draw it in. And then straighten the leg, flex through the heel. Bend the knee. And straighten the leg. Last one, bend the knee. And then we'll straighten the leg and hold here. Again, you might kind of come higher on the strap. And then my right hand will loop through the strap, taking that left leg out to the left, not too far. Keeping that right hip down, so we're just kind of feeling into how far the left leg can go if the right hip doesn't come off the floor. Flexing through the heel here. And then we'll come back to center. And if you can, loop your left hand through, and then right hand is up toward the foot. You might have to start to straighten the right leg a little. Left foot goes, just a little ways across. It's probably in line with the right shoulder. And then a little ways further. Feeling into like I really have to flex through the pinky toe edge side here. A little bit further. Deep breaths help. And we'll come back to center and release that side and straighten our legs like Shavasana, corpse pose. And this is SI joint strengthening. We're going to squeeze the right side of the butt, then the left. Let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Then squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Last one, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Now bend your knees, place your feet flat. They don't have to be super close to the hips for this one. Same thing now with this leg position. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Now squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. One more, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Now soles of the feet come together, knees open. This one you might also notice a real engagement of the pelvic floor. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Now squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Now, bring the knees together in this pattern. Lift halfway up, all the way up, halfway open, all the way open, halfway up, all the way up, halfway open, all the way open. Lift, lift, open, open, lift, lift, open, open. 5 and open, open. 4 and open, open. 3 and open, open. 2 and open, open. Last one, open, open. Now push into the feet and see if you can lift your hips 1 inch. You might bring your triceps down, have robot arms to help you a little bit here. And we'll stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the butt down. And right ankle, left knee, thread the needle. You might sway side to side. You don't have to reach between your legs. You can hold on to this right leg. Keep flexing, especially the right foot, but you could flex both feet. And then as you kind of sway side to side, notice where it feels good. So for me in this leg, I'm leaning a little bit to the right. We'll take about 5 big breaths there. And then we'll switch sides, left ankle, right knee. We'll flex both feet and we'll sway side to side. Whew. Notice the difference. For me, this side is much tighter. So noticing what's the truth for you. And then both sides, have different experiences. And maybe this side, I still want to move toward the right, or maybe I want to move toward the left, or maybe I'm more centered. Yeah. So just see, and we'll stay for about 5 breaths. Great. And then bring your left foot to the floor with a bent knee. Your right leg goes up to the sky. We point the toes. Start with real small circles with pointed toes. Flex your heel and keep doing small circles. Keep your heel flexed, do medium circles. Point your toes, medium circles. Keep your toes pointed, large circles. Flex the heel, large circles. Go the other way, large circles with the heel flexed. Point the toes, large circles. Medium circles with the toes pointed. You feel anything yet? 'Cause I sure am. Oh my God. Woo, little hip flexor. I love you so much. Flex the heel, medium circles. Ugh. Keep the heel flex, small circles. We're almost done. Point the toes, small circles. Ooh, half happy baby on this leg. Half happy baby. We'll start to straighten the left leg. So that's psoas strengthening for me is one of the hardest things I do in yoga. Like I can do 108 sun salutations and not have it feel as challenging as that psoas strengthening, because we're getting into the little stabilizing muscles that don't get a lot of use in like flow. Yeah. And then before we go to the other side, we're going to do half happy baby on the left and straighten this right leg, because that will stretch that psoas that we were just working. You might flex through the heel. You might point the toe on the right side, see what's useful. And then bend that right knee, place the foot on the floor, straighten the left leg up to the sky. Small circles with a pointed toe. Flex the heel, small circles. Keep the heel flex, medium circles. Point the toe, medium circles. Keep the toes pointed, large circles. Flex the heel, large circles. Keep the heel flex, large circles the other direction. Point the toes, large circles. Keep the toes pointed, medium circles. Flex the heel, medium circles. Woo-hoo-hoo. Keep the heel flex, small circles. Point the toes, small circles. Half happy baby, half happy baby on this side. And we'll straighten the right leg. And then half happy baby on the right. We'll straighten that left leg. Stretching that psoas, pointing and flexing through the toes if that feels useful on that left side. And then releasing. And now We can use the foam roller or a block or a pillow, whatever feels useful. Arms in a cactus shape, whatever you have between your knees. Can be a block, can be a pillow, can be a foam roller. We're gonna move our knees toward the right. Squeeze whatever's between the legs. Draw the knees toward you and away from you. Keep squeezing. Come back to center. Take the knees slightly to the left. Squeeze. Bring the knees toward you and away from you. Squeeze. Come back to center. Over to the right. Squeeze. Toward you. Away from you. Back to center. To the left. Squeeze. Toward you. Away from you. Back to center. To the right. Squeeze. Toward you. Away from you. Back to center. To the left. Squeeze. Toward you. And away from you. Back to center and then all the way over to the right in a twist. Holding onto that left thigh. You might stretch the left arm in a T shape. Release your hands. Here's the tricky part. Oh, draw the knees in. Keep squeezing. Come all the way back to center and slowly over to the left, all the way over in a lying twist. You might extend that right arm. And then the hard part, drawing the knees in, coming back to center and release whatever is between your knees. Let your feet come to the floor, rolling bridges. Hands come down by your sides, feet walk in close to the hips. Try to have the toes pointed straight forward, pushing into the feet, lifting the hips, lifting the arms. Inhale. Exhale, try to roll down the best you can. Arms come back down along your sides. 3 more. Inhale, push into the feet. Lift the hips. You can lift the toes. I like to do that. It helps me to feel grounded in the 4 corners of my feet. Rolling back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. And then this time, we'll either keep our hands at our sides like a robot with the fingertips up and lift our hips, or interlace the fingers behind your back, or grab the edges of your mat, whatever feels useful to your body. Bridge pose. And slowly come down. Great, let's move over onto hands and knees and do a few rounds of cow and cat. Inhale in cat. Exhale, cow. Stay for an inhale in cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Breathe in here. Exhale, cow. Inhale here. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale here. Come to cow, tuck your toes under. Take a deep breath in. Lift your hips high, downward facing them. Shoulders away from the ears. You might nod your head side to side. Gathering the front of the thighs like you're going to lift your kneecaps here, and take about 10 breaths. Keep working your shoulders away from your ears, your triceps in. And then slowly bring your knees down. Grab the foam roller. Place the foam roller in front of your knees. Bring your forearms to the mat. And then lift onto the foam roller. And here, drawing your belly in, we'll roll toward the knees. And then pushing into our forearms, the roller moves toward the groin. Toward the knees, draw the belly in. And rolling back toward the groin. One more time. And then placing our belly down, and we're toward the groin here. We're going to bend both knees. Flex through the heels. Heels up toward the sky. Windshield wiper the legs. Let both legs come over to the left. Right knee might be on the ground. Breathe into that left thigh. Switching sides. Left knee might be on the ground, both legs go toward the right. Breathing into that right thigh. And then extending the legs, we're going to come to, we'll roll up. So we're probably mid thigh now. We'll bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Letting both legs come to the right. Breathing into that right thigh, even the kind of IT band a little bit here, the outer right thigh. Kind of where the quad and the IT band meet. And get really sticky in there. And then over to the left, breathing into that left outer thigh and quad. And then releasing. And one more time, we're going to roll so we're closer to the knees. You can always walk your thighs closer together, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs. Ugh. Let both legs fall to the left. And then both legs fall to the right. And then back to center. We'll come up onto our forearms again and roll up and down the length of the thighs. Until you roll down and can push yourself off. Now, dun 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 dun, nobody's favorite. We're gonna come onto our right outer hip and IT band. So you can have your legs like this. You can take the left foot in front, which can help you to roll up and down a little bit. You can stay up toward the hip, or I hate this part. We can go down toward the IT band a little bit more. Ugh, hideous. I need this so bad. That's why I don't want to do it at all. All right. Because it's so torturous, we're just going to work our way into that one over the next few months and go to the other side. So we won't hold that one very long because for most of us, it's really tender. Okay, so we're extending the left leg, right foot comes in front. You might stay up high, or you might come down a little. Oh, and breathe. I know I'm not selling this one at all. For me, it's super tender. Whenever I get a massage, they want to go right here too, so I know I need it. But I don't like it. And then we'll come off. Then, something that I find much more available in my body, we're gonna come back to kind of how we started. We might have a block here or a bolster or a pillow to place under our butt. So we're gonna come where the roller is in the supporting the spine. So it's in the middle of the back. Your head is on it. We'll lift the hips and we'll get a pillow or something underneath our butt. And then we'll lift our legs and our arms and have to stabilize with the core. You can always bend your knees, makes it a little bit more doable. Draw the belly in. And then bend the knees. Place the feet down, take a few breaths here. And then, my dears, we'll remove what's under our butt, put the butt back to the floor, and shift so this roller is off to the right of the spine, to the right of the spine. So I feel most of this in the right side of my low back, which is a really good area. It's hard to get to. Yeah, if we're targeting a muscle called quadratus lumborum. And we're going to start to very gently windshield wiper our legs. And with this one, feel free to let your body rock. We're not trying to stabilize, we're trying to roll now. So not as much core engagement. We're letting our body sway to the right and then back to center, to the right and back to center. And somewhere along the line, I bet you'll find a good spot for your low back. And we'll stay here a few breaths. You could even put a pillow underneath your right knee and let your knees open if that feels useful. A little less useful for me, so I'm just going to let them hang open. Deepening our breath here. And then as I bring my feet back to center, we're going to push and pull on the feet. So it's a little jostle. It's a little jostle. Most likely you'll feel the low back, but if you feel your mid back or some other place, great, great. And then we'll come back to the windshield wiper. You might notice, for me, I always feel a pretty significant change from kind of that first feeling of windshield wipering to now. You might even place your right ankle on your left knee and continue the windshield wiper. You might even let both knees fall to the right with that right ankle on the left knee. See what feels useful. And then releasing the legs, coming back to center. And we'll center ourselves on it and then go off. So the roller is off to the left a little bit. The left of the spine, you might feel the left side of the low back. And we'll begin to bring the legs to the left. And then back to center. And so it's always curious for me to feel like I still feel the left side of my low back, but here I also really feel the left ribs. And that's probably due to my scoliosis. So just notice what you feel. We're all so different. So if you're not feeling the low back as much and you're feeling more in the ribs, it's still useful, you know, still useful. You might let the legs hang out to the left a little. You might even put your left ankle on your right knee and sway. Or let both knees fall to the left. You could put a pillow under them. Or you could have both feet on the floor and push and pull on the feet. I like that one. A little jostle. And back to the windshield wiper. And just kind of see what feels useful to you. Maybe it feels useful to you to stay still. Maybe it feels useful to move a little. About 5 more breaths on this side. Great, and then coming back to center. So we're lengthwise and everything's just right on the spine. You might lift your arms up. And stabilize with your core. You might reach your arms overhead or out to the sides, like a cactus or a T shape or somewhere in between. Feel your shoulder blades kind of go down the body. My dears will come off to one side, maybe stay a breath or two there. And then we're putting the roller back horizontally. And here, we'll come back to what we did at the very beginning. Lifting the hips, pushing into the feet, lifting the head, rolling up and down several times. And then finding a spot where it feels useful, probably right around the bottoms of your shoulder blades. Curl up, draw the belly in, and slowly lower back down. Curl up. Slowly lower back down. Curl up. Slowly lower back down. Last one, curl up. Slowly lower back down. You might even move side to side here with your head supported in your hands. And then we'll move the roller to under our butts. With the roller under the butt, see if you can lift your legs up to the sky. And we'll stay for several breaths here. And then, if you can reach your yoga tune-up balls without coming off, awesome. If you have to come off, okay. But if you can get the yoga tune-up balls out of their little tote, and with your feet up to the sky, place the balls right at the tops of the shoulders. You might have to put your feet down so you can arrange the balls in a safe way. Yeah. And then the legs go back up. Oh yeah. So we get an inversion. We get a little myofascial support for the SI joints. But you really might be feeling these yoga tune-up balls in the shoulders. All the while we have an inversion happening, which calms the nervous system, which is a very good thing. And I find that the foam roller is nice and wide. And so I feel pretty stable with it underneath my hips. I can move pretty readily without feeling like falling. Stay for about 5 more breaths, and then we might find another spot for the balls. You can always adjust them down a little bit. Oh yeah, in that shoulder blade region, my goodness. And if you wanted to, you can move the balls down a little and then reach the arms up so you have legs and arms up. Some people call this dead bug. It is. And directing our breath to those shoulder blade muscles. And then we're going to add in a stretch of the psoas. Keep the left leg up, stretch the right foot to the floor. Reach your arms up overhead. We're trying to straighten the right leg, but it won't be all the way straight. And then you might have to bring your feet down for a few breaths. Arms down by your sides. We can take this time to adjust the yoga tune-up balls to another spot if that feels useful. Oh yeah, and then lift the legs up. Lift the arms up. Arms go up overhead, left foot goes down to the floor, keep your right leg up. Legs are straight-ish, stretching that left psoas. Hip flexor. And then legs go back up. Arms can remain up overhead. Balls can be down toward the bottoms of the shoulder blades. Breathe. And then we'll bend our knees and try to get ourselves out of this predicament. So I'm going to remove the thingy under the butt first. And then the yoga tune-up balls, I'll just kind of roll off and get them out of the way. Roller out of the way. Balls out of the way. Strap in the hand. Right foot in the strap. Right leg up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, take the right leg out to the right. Inhale back to center. Take the right leg all the way over to the left. Right arm out to the right. Right shoulder might not be on the floor. I know mine is not. That's not a goal. Just being in a twist. Back to center. Switching legs. So first we'll stretch this left heel up to the sky. Strap around the ball of the foot. And then left leg out to the left. And then back to center and all the way over to the right. Left arm out to the left. all the way back to center. If you have a strap and it's looped, put both feet in the strap, make sure that the loop is nice and tight. Can't do this one without a strap that's looped. We'll put our feet in the strap, our head in the other end of the strap. If you don't have these things, you can simply go put your legs up the wall. And we'll stay here for about 20 breaths. Feel free to rock side to side a little, or stay still in center. Continue to relax your shoulders down your back. And then we'll release our head, release our feet, and come to Shavasana, corpse pose. When you're ready, coming back to a seated pose. And palms gather at your heart. In the spirit of peace, we say Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Paz.
In the spirit of our collective truth and liberation, we say Ashe, Amen, Amen, blessed be, Kapu Aloha, In Lak'ech, Satnam, Namaste, Mitakuye Oyasin, Black Lives Matter.